Yeah, it means everything to have the support of the Irish fans. I notice with every win I get in home soil that the fan base is growing here. But of course, like 2, 3 more wins, I hope that I'll be fighting in the US.
Obviously fighting out with SBG, the notorious Conor McGregor, we obviously heard about his injury that escaped him out. What was it like? Were you in the camp, like involved in any way? Did you see what was happening, and how was the whole feel around the camp during the preparation before the injury and after?
Yeah, so Connor was in every day. I've said this many times, when he's in training, he lifts the whole gym. You can see everyone really steps it up a gear. I was lucky enough to get a few rounds in with him, nothing too major, but as I said, Connor lifts the whole gym, and getting anything in with him is invaluable.
Just thank you.
Next question, Ryan Rappaport.
Hey Darragh, you've had the amazing records through your amateur to professional career now. What's going through your head when you're training and you're putting that undefeated record on the line for each new match?
I never really think of it too much, to be honest. It's nice to have it. Of course, I'm now 14 overall, 14-0 between amateur and pro, but I don't think about it too much. I just like to try and improve as much as I can in each camp, and just prepare as best I can for the opponent in front of me, and hopefully I'll keep that streak going for a bit longer.
Yeah, you're obviously competing at the same weight class that Conor once upon a time could match. Do you get any advice from him as you're heading in? Because I know you're getting some training time in with him as well.
No, I'd like to say it, but I didn't. I didn't ask for any advice, so I got nothing to give you on that one.
And now that you're in PFL, where do you kind of see for yourself next after you win this fight?
Yeah, well, of course I'm thinking of this fight, just this fight for the moment, but I got asked this yesterday, and the main thing I want is activity. I missed out in the Belfast card. I had to get surgery. I haven't fought in 9 months, and last year I did get 3 fights now, but I just need activity, and I need to get the ball rolling more. So whatever after this win, if it's PFL, if it's Bellator, I just want to stay active.
Great, thank you.
Nice one.
Next question, Andrew McCarroll.
Hi Darragh, how you getting on?
How's things?
I was going to ask, last year you were named on ESPN as one of the hottest prospects of the year. That sort of attention to you, did that feel like it was extra pressure put on your performance, or is that something you noise you can ignore in the background?
Maybe subconsciously it was extra pressure, I'm not sure. I think since then my performances haven't been to the level that I can perform at, so maybe there's been a wee bit of hype loss, but it's time to remind people that I was on that list for a reason, so I think I'm due a big performance here, and it's time to remind them.
You mentioned there your performance. Another part of that obviously is people gravitating towards it. Something I'm a bit disappointed in, you let your YouTube channel kind of fall by the wayside, which I really enjoyed. Is there any plans to reignite that? Because I thought that was a great insight and a great way to build your fan base.
Yeah, a lot of people's actually been mentioning that to me recently, so I think I'll get it back up and going, get a few videos out.
And just one final thing as well, you're 6 foot tall and somehow cutting to featherweight. Is that extra 10 pounds coming down from lightweight, has that been much of a difference? Like it's a lifestyle now as opposed to a weight cut. How much different do you feel for that in the last 12 months?
Well, it was a lifestyle. I'm moving back up now for this one to 55, and featherweight was always, I was always debating featherweight or lightweight, featherweight or lightweight. I'd done a year at featherweight. I didn't feel bad, but I realise now since I've gone back up that I am more suited to lightweight, and I'm a decent sized lightweight. I'm strong, I'm athletic at the weight, so I'm not going back to 45. It was just a wee bit too miserable, so maybe if there's a big opportunity I could go back down, but I'm happy at 55 again.
Really appreciate that. Best of luck Saturday there.
Nice one, thanks.
Next question, Luke, MMA Unhinged.
Hey Darragh, how are you and how are you feeling, man?
Yeah, good. Hungry, grumpy, but good.
So first one for you. At SBG, there's a handful of you that are going to be on this card. Describe the feeling in the gym and the atmosphere, everyone being in camp together. It must do so much for for the fighters and your teammates and just the atmosphere?
Yeah, 100%. Like, we're all, we had, I think we only have 4 on this card, but there was a few others who fought recently, a couple of weeks ago, on PFL Newcastle. So we were all preparing together, we're all boosting each other, we're all in it together. We want to see the best for each other, and the feeling around the gym then towards the fight, there's excitement, but you can see everyone's progressing and everyone's peaking at the right time. So it's brilliant to have everyone preparing at the same time as you. Makes it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. And Darragh, you've kept the perfect record and things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're having a great record and things are going well and you have a perfect record, and this will be 6 in a row if you win, what do you do mentally to keep yourself prepared and mentally sharp for the fight and not focusing so much about the winning record?
Well, I think if you just keep putting in the work, you don't cut the corners. If you keep yourself in good physical shape, the mental side will take care of itself then. That's what I believe in anyway.
Thanks, Darragh, for your time.
Nice one, thank you.
Next question, Mike Pendleton.
Hey, Darragh, I know you talked about the time off. Obviously, that's frustrating within itself. But when you're back, is it more of, I'm just happy to be back in active competition, or are there certain things that you're looking to show the world, like, hey, this is everything I've improved on during my time away?
Yeah, it was very frustrating. I felt, I got matched for the Belfast card. I felt brilliant, and then maybe I think it was like 4.5 weeks out. I dislocated my thumb and needed the surgery, and that left me out. I was still tipping away at things I could do for maybe 6 weeks, but I'm just relieved to get back, and I realised how much I need to train to keep saying. So it is brilliant. It's a relief to be back, and it just feels brilliant to be back. The one I'm fighting on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to showing the new improvements as well, of course.
You're definitely young in terms of MMA age. How do you try to keep focused and not get too far ahead of yourself? Obviously, like you said, you got to train to keep saying, but instead of looking too far down the line, just taking it one step at a time.
I've actually never really looked too far ahead. I don't know what that is about me. I know some people like to plan years down the line. I take it 1 year at a time, and then again 1 fight at a time. So maybe it's something I need to look into more, is planning for the future more. But I do just take it 1 fight at a time.
Well, I like that approach. So I'm not saying you need to, but I definitely like that approach. I'll ask everybody in the cards today. I'll ask you as well. How special is it being at the Bellator Dublin shows? I know they're my favorite shows. We're not in combat sports. What does it mean to be fighting here in Dublin, and how special is it to be a part of the show?
Oh yeah, it's an honour. Like, it's always special to fight in the 3 Arena. They always said that the Irish are the best crowd in the world, and you can really feel the buzz in there. It's definitely the best venue I've ever fought in, and it's an honour to be back in every time.
Next question, Hader Pervez.
Hello, Dad. I hope you're doing well.
I'm not too bad.
I'm doing it for fighting's sake, sorry. And I was going to ask, I know you've never fought overseas and you must love fighting in Dublin, but would the Paris card in November be of interest to you? I know you also just said you take it 1 fight at a time, but since you're fighting a French opponent.
Yeah, for sure. I actually have thought about that now, in fairness, because of the time out. I was like, right, I want to be active. I seen the London card in September, I think it is, and the Paris card in November. The Paris card would be perfect. Like, if I could get out there, that's kind of my year fixed almost. The injury got in the way big time. Obviously, I would have liked more than 1 or 2 fights, but if I can get 2 fights, 2 wins, that's a successful year. So that would really make the year if I could get on that card.
Brilliant, though. I hope to see you on it, and I wish you the best.
Thanks very much.
Last question, J.L. Curvin.
Hey, Darragh. Just sort of touching on earlier, is just you dealing with the frustration of being out. When you're a fighter and you can't train, just what sort of things do you do to cope? Do you sort of invest in the mental aspect of the game, or did you sort of take a break fighting to sort of take your mind off of it? Like, how did you deal with the frustration of wanting to be on that Belfast card but not being able to be?
I probably didn't deal with it very well. You know, once they told me I was out at all these plans, you know, they told me I'd be out for 8 to 10 weeks, all these plans of what I was going to do, but, you know, I didn't stick to it very well. I was running and lifting weights from where I could. I was running every day. That was the main thing that kept me in check, but other than that, I don't think I dealt with it too well. I was just getting frustrated, and, you know, I couldn't see the bright side of things, that I would be back in 10 weeks and able to go again. So, yeah.
And then just sort of touching off of that, you know, like, is it ever frustrating just, like, sort of having to deal with the politics of, like, activity? Like, you said that you hope to get another fight by the end of the year, but, like, you feel good. Do you ever wish that you could be, like an old school fighter that fights, like, every few weeks or something like that? Do you feel like you're sort of in a log jam of your career right now?
Yeah, like I would love to if I could fight every few weeks. So, geez, it would be brilliant, because I think too, once you take, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months out now in this case, you know, it becomes this new thing that you're not used to almost again. Activity, you know, if you're in there 3, 4 times a year, you're much more comfortable, and it's not as big of a deal. So I think now it's just what I need. I just need more fights, and I need to just get the ball rolling and get in there more often.